Good morning, everybody. Wait for 5 minutes. We'll be just starting with the lamp lighting ceremony.
सुप्रभात. आदरणीय व्यासपीठ आजच्या कार्यक्रमाचे प्रमुख पाहुणे डॉक्टर सचिन लकडे सर, तसेच जीपीएचे अध्यक्ष डॉक्टर रूपा अग्रवाल, माझे सहकारी सचिव व उपस्थित मान्यवरांना सस्नेह नमस्कार. जीपीए ही संस्था नेहमीच आपल्या सर्वांसाठी परिस्थितीनुरूप असे कार्यक्रम घेत असते. या वर्षीची परिस्थिती खूपच भयावह आहे, विशेषतः आपल्या सर्व डॉक्टर लोकांसाठी. या परिस्थितीमध्ये ना समाज आपल्या बाजूने आहे, ना सरकार आपल्या बाजूने. अशा विचित्र परिस्थितीत आपण सर्वजण रुग्ण सेवा देत आहोत. या सर्व गोष्टीचा मनावर किती ताण येतो हे ज्याच्या वंशात आले त्याला कळेल. त्यासाठी आपल्या मनावरील ताण कमी करण्यासाठी जागतिक हृदय दिनाचे औचित्य साधून हे 3 दिवसाचे व्याख्यान सत्र आपण आयोजित केले आहे. त्यास आपण भरभरून प्रतिसाद द्याल याची मला खात्री आहे. आता मी आजच्या प्रमुख पाहुणे व सर्व मान्यवरांना गुरुप्रज्वलनासाठी पुढे येण्याची विनंती करतो.
Yes, sir. Yes. Correct moment. Please come. Yeah. Sir, take this photo.
आता जीपीए अध्यक्ष डॉक्टर रूपा अग्रवाल यांना आजच्या कार्यक्रमाबद्दल मनोगत व्यक्त करण्याची विनंती करतो.
I request the dignitaries to please take their seat. GPA, an organization includes doctors from all practice, may it be allopathy, homeopathy, as well as Ayurveda. Working since last 30 years, this organization has been working for doctors. It may be their knowledge upliftment to various CMEs, their social, cultural activities by bringing these doctors' families together, or working out some kind of social work, social service for the community with the help of these medical care providers. During this COVID times, as Secretary Dr. Joshi said, it is difficult time indeed for all of us. But therefore, this learning through this period needs to be little more internalized. It should be internalized into wisdom, and then once again, we all doctors need to gear up to provide our services, our tireless services with a new enthusiasm. And that is what is the wisdom. That means Aude Sapare, dare to be wise. So this is the theme of GPA for this year. Friends, this wisdom talks about healing, complete cure, holistic cure, I would say, which includes not just physical, but the healing which comes from inside, healing of the mind, of the heart, to reduce that unexpected negative burden from our work, the healing of our mental health, where our heart plays a very important role. If you all try to remember various sentences of motivation, maybe in any language, you will agree about this. अगर हिंदी में हम लोग बोलें कि दिल से पूछ के विचार करो, जमीर की आवाज सुनो, शरीराचं दुखणं ठीक आहे पण मनाला नका लावून घेऊ, असं कितीतरी वाक्य. So, with the same thought, Heartfulness Institute is also working, caring for caregivers by channelizing our energy through our thoughts, which help us internalize in a better way. Heartfulness mainly focuses on relaxing ourselves from the stress and anxiety, clean ourselves from the burden of negativity, and help us easily to slip into meditation. Not by concentration, but by focusing again on our heart. So, without any further delay, let us get into this wellness for doctors, this small activity which GPA has conducted for 3 days. And I, as GPA President, Dr. Rupa Agarwal, I welcome you all for this activity.
धन्यवाद मॅडम. आता जीपीए अध्यक्ष उत्सव मूर्ती डॉक्टर रुपा अग्रवाल यांना आजचे प्रमुख पाहुणे डॉक्टर सचिन लकडे यांचा सन्मान चिन्ह देऊन सत्कार करण्याची विनंती करतो. सर्व मान्यवरांना प्रश्नाची विनंती करतो. आता आजचे प्रमुख पाहुणे डॉक्टर सचिन लकडे यांचा मी थोडक्यात वेगळा परिचय करून देत आहे. खरं तर सर्वांचा वेगळा परिचय करून देण्याची काही आवश्यकता नाही, कारण सर हे आपल्या सर्वांच्या चांगल्या परिचयाचे आहेत. हृदयातील कळ असो किंवा मनावरील ताण हे सरांकडे पाहिल्यावर रुग्णांचा 50% नाहीसा होतो. डॉक्टर लकडे सर हे एमडी मेडिसिन डीएमडी कार्डिओलॉजी असून गेली 10 वर्षे पुण्यामध्ये कार्यरत आहेत. सर हे पुणे हॉस्पिटल आणि रुबी हॉल येथे पॅनल कन्सल्टंट म्हणून कार्यरत आहेत. सांगली येथील हृदय स्पर्श या कार्डियाक कॅम्पचे संचालक आहेत. सरांच्या नावाने 15 राष्ट्रीय व आंतरराष्ट्रीय प्रबंध आहे. आता मी आजचे प्रमुख पाहुणे डॉक्टर सचिन लकडे सर यांना आपले मनोगत व्यक्त करण्याची विनंती करतो.
Very good morning all, and welcome to today's this is special program for doctors and so much beautiful morning. आपण जर हा आजचा कोविड एरा बघितला की ह्या सर्वात आपण डॉक्टर्स लोक 24/7 आपण सेवा देतच राहिलेलो आहे. ज्यावेळी लॉकडाऊन मध्येही बाकीचे जनरल पब्लिक आराम करत होते, हॉलिडे करत होते, पण आपले कोविड योद्धा म्हणजे नॉट ओनली डॉक्टर्स बट ऑल हेल्थ केअर वर्कर्स ते स्ट्रेसफुल त्यांचा जसं सरांनी सांगितलं की ना आपल्या सरकार आपल्या बाजूनं होतं ना पब्लिक, पण आपण तरीही ही आपली जी समाजसेवा आपण चालूच ठेवली. आणि पण हे सर्व करताना आपल्याला जो स्ट्रेस नॉट ओनली ह्या कोविड काळामध्ये कोविड एरामध्ये पण ओव्हरऑल ह्याच्यामध्ये खूप स्ट्रेस. आणि रिसेंटली वर्ल्ड हार्ट डे झाला, त्याच्यामध्ये एक सर्वात महत्वाचं हार्ट अटॅकचं कारण किंवा हार्ट डिसिजेसचं कारण जे वाढतं प्रमाण दिसतंय त्याच्यामध्ये स्ट्रेस आहे. आणि आपल्या डॉक्टर्स लोकांना तो खास करून फिमेल डॉक्टर्सना त्यांना नॉट ओनली मॅडमच आहेत, फिमेल डॉक्टर्सचं पण खूप मोठं त्याच्यामध्ये स्ट्रेस आहे. फिमेल डॉक्टरना नॉट ओनली फॅमिली मॅनेज करावी लागते त्यांना. तर हे आज खरंच खूप छान एक प्रोग्राम अरेंज केलेला आहे. पुढचे 3 दिवस आपल्याला तो ऐकायला मिळणार आहे. आणि आपण जे की मेडिटेशन हा एक मोठा पार्ट आहे. केअर गिव्हर आहोत आपण, पण आपलीही काळजी करायला आपल्याच लोकांनी केल्याशिवाय ती होणार नाही. आणि अशा प्रकारे खूप सुंदर असा हा प्रोग्राम आखलेला आहे आणि आपण त्याचा सर्व बेनिफिट घेऊच नक्की. आणि ह्याच्यासाठी जे काही हार्टफुलनेस इन्स्टिट्यूटनं ज्यांच्या स्पेशलाइज ट्रेनर्स आहेत आपल्याला ट्रेन करणार आहेत. आणि बाकीच्या ह्या आजच्या फंक्शनचं लॅम्प लाइटिंग सेरेमनी झाला असं डिक्लेअर करतो आणि पुढच्या प्रोसिडिंग करू शकतो.
धन्यवाद सर. आता आजच्या कार्यक्रमाच्या संयोजिका डॉक्टर भाग्यश्री मनोज मेहता यांचा मी आपणास थोडक्यात परिचय करून देत आहे. डॉक्टर भाग्यश्री मनोज मेहता या पुण्यात गेले 11 वर्ष शुक्रवारपेठमध्ये फॅमिली फिजिशियन म्हणून कार्यरत असून जीपीएचा मानाचा असा बेस्ट क्लिनिक पुरस्काराच्या मानकरी आहेत. सर्व खेळामध्ये त्यांना आवड आहे. आता पुढील कारवाईसाठी मी डॉक्टर भाग्यश्री मनोज यांना विनंती करतो.
Thank you, sir. Good morning, all from GPA and Heartfulness Institute. One important announcement before I go towards the main program. If any one of you all are unable to, if they are exited automatically or the time of this meeting gets over, please reconnect through the same link which is given before. Thank you. Now, GPA Pune and Heartfulness Institute welcome you all to a 3-day meditation session. The coming 3 sessions will surely enlighten our hearts. We have with us a very good team of guides to help us in our journey towards heartfulness. On day 1, we have Burnout to Balance by Dr. Anurag Katiyar. On day 2, the day 2 brings us Inner Joy Through Resilience by Dr. Alok Malik. And we have Dr. Kalpana Mahablesh to talk with us about empathy in heart care for our closing session on day 3. So, dear friends, let us learn to meditate with the help of our heart. Let us experience the beauty of our heart with Heartfulness Institute. So, today we have with us a very powerful and eminent speaker, Dr. Anurag Katiyar, to guide us for the same. Dr. Anurag Katiyar is MD Pediatrics from Lucknow. He is a pediatrician and a developmental neurologist practicing in Lucknow. He is a faculty in various IEP action plans like Cradle to Crayons, Basics of Behavior, Clinical Clues, etc. He is an executive board member, National GDBP chapter of IEP. He is a heartfulness practitioner. So over to you, Dr. Anurag.
Thank you, Dr. Bhagyashree, for a nice introduction. And it has been an honor for me to be present here in front of so many seniors and learned audience. And it is always a great experience to speak on behalf of Heartfulness, which is so close to my heart. So let me share my screen. Slides are visible?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So before coming to our topic, today's topic of burnout in doctors, first let me give a brief about what the Heartfulness practices are. Heartfulness Institute is a non-profit organization, and it is a spiritual movement. It was registered in India in 1945, and we have branches in almost every city of India and all over the world in more than 130 countries, and we have followers, more than 2 million followers all over the world across all the religions. I will now play a small video to give you a brief about the heartfulness practices.
In a world full of chaos, stress, and anxiety, we all need a moment of peace. A moment when we let go of all worries. A moment that charges us to take on life's challenges. A moment when we plunge within ourselves and come out refreshed. A moment of simplicity. A moment of happiness. The source of real happiness lies within each of us, in our hearts. We just need to learn to connect with it.
Our entire life is led by feelings and inspirations. And that is the role of the heart. And when we manage to listen to the feelings and capture the inspirations that comes from within, I think we can master our life by listening to heart again and again.
Heartfulness meditation is a form of Raja Yoga that teaches us how to connect to our heart. As one learns how to meditate deeply, letting go of all mental complexities and tuning into the heart, a sense of inner balance and calmness begins to prevail.
The whole exercise of fine-tuning the heart with the mind is through this meditation on the heart. That's why we call this process heartfulness meditation.
This simple yet effective system has been prevalent for more than 100 years. Today, it is followed by over 1 million people across 120 countries. Thousands of meditation, retreat, and research facilities serve as centers where individuals from all walks of life, diverse nationalities, different religious backgrounds, various social and economic circumstances come together, transcending boundaries in an atmosphere of love, trust, and brotherhood. With a significant online presence, the Heartfulness app, YouTube channel, Heartfulness magazine, and a rich body of literature makes the practice easily available to seekers. The Heartfulness Institute is a nonprofit organization that brings the heartfulness meditation and relaxation methods to individuals, corporations, universities, schools, and communities. Thousands of volunteers and more than 6,000 certified trainers around the globe allow the services of the Institute to reach individuals totally free of charge. The vision of the Founding Fathers has been to create a society that is heart-centered, loving, and compassionate. Change in society can happen only through a change in each individual. individual practice as well as a unifying movement.
Anurag, you can just
Yeah.
open up the PPT and can start.
Okay, okay. Is it okay?
Yes.
Yes, it's okay, Anurag. It seems.
So, after that short introduction, today my topic is burnout in doctors and how to overcome this burnout, from burnout to balance. We all agree that our career as a doctor is highly rewarding as well as it is very challenging. There are two aspects of everything, two sides of a coin. On one side, our job is Dr. Manish, there are more than 10 to 12 persons in the waiting room. Shall I admit that?
Yeah, please do that. And you can continue, sir.
Okay. On one side, all will agree that still our job is one of the most respected one. We provide diverse and comprehensive care to all. And in doing so, we have to devote extra hours of our time. And we have pressure to meet the high expectations of our patient. And yes, we have a decent earning, we are financially stable and have a job security. But at the same time, most of us are running our practice as a small business, and we have challenges to look after the management properly. There are lack of resources like trained staff or specialist doctors, and we have a whole lot of paperwork to do. The various norms, NABH regulations, those coming up, we have to fulfill them. Simultaneously, we have also challenges of managing our patients clinically. We have sick, serious patients coming to our hospital, and we have to cope up with the death of serious patient. Not only with manage the patient also, but also manage the crowd coming with these patients. And we have all the medical legal issues. And yes, we are intelligent and knowledgeable, and people look upon us for guidance and help. But at the same time, we have to keep learning new skills and keep upgrading our knowledge. And we are healers. We are considered as healers, so we can't be sufferers. and we tend to overlook our health and health issues and keep on working. We generally don't discuss our problems with others. And since beginning of our training, we are trained in this manner. Recently, I have read a news in a newspaper that a COVID positive anesthetist was admitted in an ICU and he was on high flow oxygen. At the same time, another patient on a nearby bed was needed to be intubated, and somehow the doctor who was on duty in ICU could not manage that patient. So this anesthetist removed his oxygen mask and went on to manage that patient. And this happens with all of us. We may be in pain, we may have fever, we will take some painkiller and go to our hospital because we have some so-called important work and some patient waiting for us in hospital. And this is the way we are trained since beginning. And what we are doing is we are pushing ourselves to burnout. And various studies have shown that the doctors are at higher risk of anxiety, depression, substance abuse, and suicide when compared to general population. And is it good for us? No, not at all. And is it good for our patients? Definitely not. Even when we travel by air, we are told to put our oxygen mask first before helping others. And recently, our Hippocratic oath has also changed and has included the oath of taking care of ourselves along with our patients. So with this background, now coming to today's topic of burnout. And to understand the concept of burnout, we first need to understand the concept of three types of energy bank accounts we have. The first is the physical energy, second emotional energy, and a spiritual energy. Physical energy is our basic strength, the basic muscular power we have to get up and go. And emotional energy is our ability to be emotionally available and deal compassionately with our patients, with our co-workers and peers. And spiritual energy is our connection with the purpose of our work, that why we are in this profession. We have some interest that we choose this profession. And we need to replenish all these energy banks almost on daily basis to stay active. The burnout, it is a term coined in 1970 by a psychologist called Herbert Freudenberger. He described it as a state of mental exhaustion caused by one's professional life, and that consists of three salient features: the exhaustion, depersonalization, and a reduced sense of professional efficacy. The exhaustion is when we are tired and we are drained out of any one or more of these three types of energy, which I have described: the physical one, emotional one, and the spiritual one. Depersonalization means there is a lack of feeling toward our patient, peers, and often we have a negative response. We lost our ability to care, empathize, and connect with them, and often become cynical. We start doubting their motives. And the third stage is the stage of reduced sense of accomplishment or success, or reduced sense of professional efficacy. And in this stage, we start doubting ourselves also, and this comes very late. Burnout often leads to frequent headache, stomach upset, insomnia, abdominal fat increase, hypertension, depression, chronic fatigue, negativity, self-criticism, irritability, anger, feeling of victimization, sorrow, and fear. Now coming to the prevalence among the doctors, it is quite common among all the doctors across the world. Almost it is said that more than 1 in 3 doctors suffering from some form of burnout. It is often called a silent pandemic among doctors. A recent study from UK published in BMJ shows the prevalence of more than 30%. And another large study from US shows prevalence of more than 45% among the physicians. And it is even more common in female physicians. Now, how to deal with it? And to deal with it, we have to take a traffic light approach. That is, when we suspect that we are suffering from any form of burnout or any symptoms of emotional exhaustion, depersonalization, or sense of underachievement, we take a pause. And we take a pause, we stop there, we look for the causes. Causes may be organizational factors like excessive workload, loss of control, work injustice, or maybe personal factors like mishandling of stress, personality traits, unrealistic expectation, declining health, aggression, and family work relationship. Based on these factors causing a burnout in us, we have to manage accordingly. And to manage the burnout, we have three weapons in our armament. Weapon number one is managing your work. It can be done at administrative level by ensuring adequate staffing and proper support, help, and guidance, and by ensuring fair management policy and practice at the administrative level. Personal level, we should avoid overcommitment, like doing too many things at a time, and that too without with lack of resolve. And we should manage our resource properly, reduce our workload by delegation of work. Can everyone mute their mic? We should start delegating our work. We should delegate the less important work to our subordinates, our colleagues, and focus on what is more important. And we should avoid perfectionism, although it is taken as an asset by many, but it often leads to burnout. And so we should not go for perfection on each and every time, and we should focus on what is good enough. And we should focus our problem. We categorize our work as important, urgent, and proceed accordingly. Weapon number two, assess whether we are doing the right work or not. And for that, we need to ask ourselves these three questions. Are our work infused with purpose and fulfillment? And do we have a vision of good life that we are working towards? And do we bring our values, strength, passion to work or leave them at home? If the answer of this question is yes, then yes, we are on the right track. The last weapon is embracing the renewal. We should renew, restore, and rejuvenate our energy almost on daily basis. For that, we should nurture wellness in our daily practice. We should structure our day schedule and get exercise and enough sleep. We should start praying, meditation, and practicing yoga. And here comes the role for the various heartfulness practices, which we can take advantage of while dealing with our burnout, professional burnout. How the heartfulness practices help? First, let's have a simple comparison between a computer and a human body. What happens in a computer when we do prolonged work on a computer, run heavy files, heavy applications and games, it starts to hang and it stops obeying our command. This is almost equivalent to a professional burnout in humans. And what we do, we restart the computer. So to ourselves, our human body, what we can do, we can take off a few days from the work and go for a holiday. We take adequate sleep, and we can use these various heartfulness practices like heartfulness relaxation, meditation, and cleaning meditation to help ourselves. And various studies have proved that this heartfulness meditation, the state obtained in heartfulness meditation is almost equivalent to that of a deep sleep state. The EEG studies have shown that generation of slow theta waves during deep meditative state, which is almost equivalent to that of a deep sleep state. Another important thing in our heartfulness practice is the cleaning meditation. This will be discussed tomorrow. We'll give you a brief introduction about this. What happens in a computer, that when we run a computer, surf any site, then we accumulate the temporary files in the form of cookies, cache files. And these are needed to run that particular program smoothly. But when these accumulate over time, the computer starts to create problems. and we have to clean these files on regular basis for smooth functioning of computer. And similarly, imagine what happens to us, to our mind, which does so much of complicated work, that for every action, for every thought we generate, and for every action we do, there are some temporary files formed in our body, in our mind. These are called the impressions, and we have to regularly clean them to stay active. And how it is done, it will be dealt in, I think, tomorrow.
Anurag, please,
Yeah.
Dr. Anurag, please be a little loud.
Okay. And these are some of the researches done on heartfulness meditation. This one is done at the York Hospital, Pennsylvania, by Thimapuram et al. It studies the impact of heartfulness meditation program on the healthcare providers. 35 healthcare professionals were enrolled in the meditation program, and 12 healthcare professionals were enrolled in the control arm, who do not participate in meditation. The pre and post survey were completed to track the changes in the symptoms of burnout and emotional wellness. And salivary telomere length was also measured pre and post study. And what the results were seen, that there was a significant decrease in burnout and significant increase in joy, calmness, harmony, tolerance, confidence, sleep quality, and other positive attributes in the group which did the meditation. And there was a significant decrease in anger, stress, anxiety, cynicism, fear, irritability, and other negative attributes. And also one more thing, that there is a significant increase in telomere length, that too in younger population is less than 33 years. I will tell you, this telomere is the tip at the end of chromosome. It is like a plastic covering on the shoelaces. And the more the length of telomere, it is associated with the health of an individual and longevity. So more the length of telomere, better it is. And what this study shows, that there is a following 8 weeks of meditation, there is an increase in length of telomeres, and that too in younger population. So this is contrary to our belief that most of us believe that meditation is something for the older persons. So the younger you start, the better it is. This is another study on heartfulness meditation as an effective treatment option for chronic insomnia. And the result shows that 25 participants completed 8 weeks of heartfulness meditation practice, and at 8 week average mean insomnia severity index was seen in these persons, and it was shown to be 10.6 as compared to 18.56 at the end of week 1. These results were statistically significant with a p-value of less than 0.001. So conclusion says that results indicate the heartfulness meditation may be an important option in aggregate of treatment for chronic insomnia. So what heartfulness does, it helps us to connect within. It helps us to reduce stress, unlock creativity, and ultimately boost our performance. So now coming to today, we will be dealing with heartfulness relaxation and heartfulness meditation. For this, first discuss the what should be the place and posture. We should choose a particular place in our room to meditate. It could be a specific chair or a cushion on the floor, or a particular place, any place in your home where you can sit comfortably and without any disturbance. Choosing a particular place is very important, because it develops a habit, a kind of Pavlov's reflex, that you go there and sit there, and you immediately goes into meditative state. There you sit in an upright posture, in a comfortable position, either on the floor or on chair. Avoid doing meditation in a lying down position, because lying down is too relaxing and you can go into sleep while meditating. And duration, we can start with approximately 15 to 20 minutes, and gradually we can increase up to 1 hour. Meditation beyond 1 hour at a stretch is not recommended. If you want to continue it further, take a break of some time and then again do meditation. Now I will play these two videos. First one is how to do meditation, and second I will describe it.
Meditation is ideally done before sunrise. Sit comfortably, gently close your eyes and relax. Gently make a supposition that there is a divine light in your heart. Do it in a quiet, simple, and natural way without forcing your mind. Never mind if you do not see the light there. Try to be unmindful of the thoughts arising at that time. If your mind wanders, gently bring your attention back to your heart. Meditate for 30 minutes to an hour. After the meditation, observe your inner state for a few minutes. It is recommended to make a note of your observations and thoughts after the meditation.
So this was about how to start the meditation. And second video is whenever we do such programs and we go to any institute, there's a lot of queries regarding the thoughts coming during meditation and how to deal with those thoughts. So next video describes you about how you should deal with those thoughts. You have to ignore them, because the more importance you give them and the more you try to kill them, they increase exponentially from 2 to 4 to 8 to 16. So you have to ignore those thoughts. Here I will tell you that these thoughts are compared with the flies in this video. So these were two videos related to heartfulness practices. Now today we will do the guided heartfulness relaxation. I'm audible? Today we will do the guided heartfulness relaxation followed by heartfulness meditation. So for meditation, let me tell you in brief that you have to just give a thought that a source of divine light is present within your heart, and that divine light is attracting you inwards, and you do not have to visualize that light. And why we focus on a light? Because we consider the soul to be resting in our heart, and soul, the atma, that is one of the most finest thing. So what we can imagine, the finest thing is a light. So we just give a thought that a divine light is present in our heart, and thoughts may come during meditation. They keep on coming, but when you give importance to them, they will multiply from one thought to another to another. So you have to just ignore them. And whenever you feel yourself drifting away with thoughts, just bring back your attention to your heart. You don't have to try to focus there, visualize the light. Just have a thought that divine light is present in your heart. So we will start with heartfulness, guided heartfulness relaxation. You have to follow whatever I am saying, and just so you sit in a comfortable position with your eyes closed, very softly and gently. Let's begin with the toes. Wiggle your toes and feel them relax. Relax your ankles and feet. Feel the energy from the Mother Earth moving up to your legs till your knees, relaxing your calves and the lower legs. Now relax your thighs. Energy moves up your legs, relaxing them. Now deeply relax your hips. Further up your waist and stomach. Now your lower part of body is fully relaxed. Now bring your attention to your back, from top to the tailbone. The entire back is relaxed. Relax your chest and shoulders. Feel the shoulders melting away. Relax your upper arm and each muscles of your forearm, your hand, up to the tip of your fingers. Now bring your attention to the neck muscles and make them relax. Bring your awareness to your face. Relax your jaws, mouth, nose, facial muscles, eyes, ears, your forehead, all the way to the top of your head. Now your whole body is relaxed. If you feel tension in any part of your body, just relax that part. We will now start heartfulness meditation. Move your attention to your heart. And as you rest there, gently have an idea that the source of light is illuminating your heart and it is attracting you inwards. Stay in this meditative state for 15 to 20 minutes till you are instructed to stop.